Hey guys, Herblin here with another exciting episode of Dwarf Fortress. So currently we're still working on the idler problem, and we've actually started fleshing out a really nice base underneath our old base, or underneath the temporary base I should say. One thing that we don't have is our food storage down here, and I want to move everything down here. I mean, I want to get everything working out of this level, so I want a big food storage area, but I'm also going to want a big kitchen area somewhere for people to, work on creating food and drinks and getting everything prepared so that it's kind of a one-stop shop. People aren't coming upstairs, picking up food, walking all the way back down here and bringing their food with them. It just seems kind of tedious and pointless. So I want this area here cleaned out. I mean, we can use the rock at this point as well because we are kind of low on it. Looks like we've got galena there, which we'll find out what that is hopefully in a minute. Hopefully I think it might be silver though, based on what it looks like. We've got the ashery making potash and lye, and our farm is actually starting to produce, right now as I speak, some plump spawns. So that's really good. That farm is, plump helmets. So that farm is coming along great. We've got this guy, he's almost done his iron legging jobs, and I'm just going to give him something else, maybe put him on, yeah, I'm going to put him on iron bolts for a little while. Actually make 2 pickaxes and then go to bolts. Because, yeah, that's at least going to get him working on his weaponsmithing so he can level up that some more. Although he's already doing quite good, there's always going to be room. Well, for quite a while there's going to be some room for improvement there. Somebody's sleeping in the Great Hall. That's really weird because we still have this dormitory, right? I mean, they can all still sleep in there, so I'm not sure why he's not. We'll have to figure that out. We're also going to want to get this area, maybe a couple more, bedrooms fleshed out. We're going to want bedrooms in here, like a lot more bedrooms than we currently have. Because right now, like we have a few, we got it started, but we want bedrooms for every single dwarf as well. And that's just going to be time consuming. That's going to be nothing but, time that we need to put into this fortress. Because right now we haven't gotten there yet. But we will, and we definitely will. It's just... well, assuming we don't get killed, which we may well do as well. Wow, that didn't come off properly at all. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to have to kind of wait and see how this goes. I didn't make that long enough. Kind of messed each of those up there. There we go. There. No, that just looks stupid. I am an idiot. There. Not too sure what I was doing there. Messing that up. Okay, so we've got a couple more bedrooms at least being dug out, but I mean they're busy mining out the new work areas anyways, so it might be a little while till they get there. All these areas have been carved. I mean there's lots of different random histories. Let's look for a very, like a masterwork one if there is any. Most of these are just very plain detailed walls. Nothing too special about them. So here's an exceptionally designed image by Raul Momaz. And what was that about? The dwarves are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of Bite Labor by the portal of touching the creation of deer in the early spring of 125. So hey, that was the founding of our base actually. That was the founding of our fortress. That's kind of cool. He actually engraved that on the wall. The picture of them traveling to the location. Let's see what this one is. This is pretty good. Also by Raul, engraved on the wall is an exceptional designed image of the Purple Sea Gallery. Okay, so that's the Iron Scepter that I think we have. Yeah, this thing. So he drew a picture of this. The Iron Scepter all-craft starship is of the highest quality. This object menaces with spikes of iron. So that's something that he drew on the wall as well that he found important and wanted to document. Really cool stuff. We're gonna... Once this area here is cleaned out, we're going to want to clear out above. We're going to want to clear out the storage areas above where we've been storing food so far. Okay, so this is silver and lead, hopefully in galena. And we're going to move it all down here anyways, because we don't want the food sitting right up at the door. As much as possible, we want to move it down here, which is going to be a really good step in, going forward. Because we don't want something coming in and ruining the food or, attackers coming in, or I'm not sure if they actually steal food, if these will steal food, but it just moving it away from the door and closer to a better hall is going to be good for morale as well, because once people start eating in this new dining hall, they're going to be a lot happier because it's way nicer. And yeah, that's about it right now. We're just going to watch these guys, I guess, clear this area out. Okay, so they've cleared that area out. I think we might be lacking on wheelbarrows, though. I just realized that there's people or dwarves that aren't really doing anything with a lot of their time, and there's so much stone to be carried out that I'm worried that they don't have the wheelbarrows to do the job. So I'm going to assign a couple of these to be made up. I mean, we can always use them anyways. At some point, they'll be useful. So I'm going to take this guy off of barrel duty and put him on a couple wheelbarrows as well. I mean, we don't want to forget about this, but let's make a couple up at least. Because, yeah, that's a lot of, like, that's a big area to clear out if there's only like 2 or 3 wheelbarrows. That's only 2 or 3 guys that can work on it at a time, and we don't need that. Also, hopefully we've got herbs growing in the area again. I think we've got plant life coming back, and a lot of these guys can probably harvest that up. Yeah, they can. Because again, like we're still not able to rely on our farms yet. I mean, we're getting there, but we can't quite yet. Like we're just not there yet. Clear out this hillside as well. Anybody that has that herb gathering, herbalist skill trait will be busy working on that now. This guy's working on his bolts. He's making some pretty good bolts. And he's got a good steel spear in there. Let's take him off bolt duty for a bit. Go over to armor, and we're gonna make some steel. I'm gonna make some steel helmets. I don't know if we even have steel, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? And no, we don't have any steel, so that was just a big waste of time. We don't have any steel. Armor. What can we make out of iron? I don't want to make the helmets out of iron, but maybe gauntlets. We can start making gloves. You know what, actually, we're just going to make this on a repeat because there's going to be, I mean, we need 2 per dwarf, so we need quite a few of those. So I'm going to put him on just kind of constantly working on those. We need a way to dam up this water, actually. You know what? It's winter right now. I believe we can do it without any issue. So we're going to dig out this area here, the ice area, only because I want to clear this out from the ice, because I don't want invaders that come in the winter to be able to come and just walk right across and invade our castle even if the drawbridge is up. So I'm going to drain this moat. What's going on here? Okay, that guy needs logs. We're out of wood. But yeah, I want to clear out that moat, and I want people to... I just want to leave it as an empty pit, because right now if somebody comes and invades us in the winter, they're just going to walk right across there, or skate right across there, I guess, and the only real hazard that they have is they might possibly, you know, trip and fall on the ice, but I don't see that being a thing. So what we need to do right now that it's frozen is get in here and build a little dam and put in a piece of rock or something in there and block off that flow. Though right now we've still got flowing water underground. So we're gonna have to somehow open that up and hope that we can get that little tunnel frozen. And then we'll dig it up and we'll dam it off, and then what we'll do is when the water unfreezes, we'll drain it off over here and let it flow down into that valley and away and get rid of it that way. So Rovode has cooked a masterpiece. Got a lot of masterpieces being made at this point. They're almost, you know, lost in their value. Let's change this to dimple cups. I'm going to put this on dimple cups kind of year round. I don't know if we have anything, like if we have any seeds or spores for that. But, I mean, maybe we do. We'll find out. We won't be using up the plump helmets, at least, because we have too much of that going on. We don't have enough seeds to plant those anymore. And it's just created a lot of farming, a lot of farm areas that aren't really doing anything right now. This guy's making liquor, some kind of liquor, making a drink from a plant. I think we got lots of alcohol coming in. Yeah, we've got about 200 drink and 3,000 food. So we're getting, I mean, better stocks. Seems to be coming along a lot better. Okay, so the idlers are all doing something now. We don't have very many at any given time for idling. That area below in the new food storage room is very, very slowly coming and being cleared out. I just kind of want to take a look at some of these guys, see how these guys are doing. And, I mean, this guy's worked his way up to a competent hammer dwarf. He's a novice shield user, novice armor user. He's got novice discipline and observing, adequate fighting. So these guys are actually working on themselves. This guy's a skilled axe dwarf, adequate shield user, adequate armor user, skilled disciplines, adequate observer. And that's Ryukan, that's our leader. It's a dabbling kicker, striker, and wrestler, and a competent dodger, which is going to be very useful. What's this guy doing? Okay, so we got the 2 hammer dwarves that I don't think have hammers. A swords dwarf that is a, for whatever using a spear for whatever reason. Maybe I'll make him a steel sword. Maybe that would be a good idea for Kivish, because it kind of seems silly to keep him going with the spear. This guy's an adequate spear dwarf, proficient spear dwarf, and this guy is a competent spear dwarf. So these guys are actually working on their skills quite a lot. They're coming along a long ways, at least. Pig iron bars, I don't think I need more of them right now, so I'm going to put this production back onto steel bars so that we can keep some of the more useful items like weapons and maybe get those helmets coming out. I don't know how many iron gauntlets he's made, but probably quite a few. I forgot about him doing that. So he's making a lot of gauntlet sets. Amazing. So that should protect their hands. I mean, if they lose their hands, they're pretty useless as far as fighting goes. Did we get any beds made up? We've got a couple. 3 beds. Yeah, so I've set one of the workshops just to, you know, solely work on beds again. Because it's something that we're going to need a lot of coming in the future with the amount of migrants that we seem to be getting. And these little tiny bedrooms will fill up really quick. So there we go. Everybody's got doors. Everybody just needs a bed now. Ooh, somebody's been missing for a week. Zaglar Nikadol. Sounds like we're going to have a funeral soon. Not sure what his job was. Was it military? No, it wasn't. So we don't have anybody to replace as far as army goes. Steel bars are going to be getting made now. So I think the next thing... Yeah, we're going to make a sword. Uh-oh. So our broker, Rovo, cancels construct building. He's been taken by a mood. Let's see if he has all the stuff that he needs to make what he needs to make, because that's our amazing stoneworker. So he's taken over a craft dwarf's workshop. Hopefully he finds all the things that he needs. So he's dragging in what looks to be a piece of rock, and he might be running off to the kitchen to... Did he run off to the kitchen to get something, or where did he go? Maybe up to the leather working shop? Uh-oh. Herblin has given birth to a girl. Oh, we got babies now. They're so useless. They don't do anything. They can't carry anything. They're just garbage. Okay, so that guy grabbed what looked like maybe a gem or a shell or something, and he started construction on his whatever he's making. Can we take a look in here, see what he has? Okay, a jasper opal and a limestone. So he's going to maybe build something out of rock and gems. So we're going to have another artifact shortly, it seems like. And by one of our best crafters as well, one of our great crafters. The guy that was able, that was, I think, was that the guy that was doing all the nice stonework down here? Was that Rovode? That's Ogo. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. Yeah, I don't think that was him actually. I thought it was, but maybe not. Oh well, doesn't really matter. So we'll just wait and see how that turns out. We've got to work on our farming, and we got to work on our crop production as well. Because right now we don't have any seeds to do the things that we want to do. We don't have any dimple cup seeds left. We don't have anything to really work with. How are we on trees? We have to have some trees up here, right? Yeah, there's some up on top of this hill that we haven't touched yet. Because we are low on wood. Rovode is making, I think it was Rovode that was doing some of that stuff. I don't really know. I don't remember. They all have ridiculous names. We'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. Rovode's making some masterpiece berry biscuits, though. Sounds kind of delicious. And we've got a couple more beds made up, meaning more bedrooms. These are almost done, and once these rows are done up, hopefully everybody will have a bed, or everybody will almost have a bed. I don't really like seeing guys sleeping in the dormitories too much. It's not good for morale. And that's something that's really important in Dwarf Fortress. If you've ever played it before, you know how absolutely crucial morale can be. If you have a bit of bad morale, you can really lose everybody really quick. You can literally lose your entire fortress due to one dwarf having just the most insane temper tantrum that you've ever thought of. He just goes completely apeshit. He might kill somebody. He might, you know, just destroy somebody's life, and they'll go apeshit and they'll kill people. It spirals out of control really quick. Yeah, we've got a couple plants up here. We'll need those taken care of. And then we're going to start dumping food down in the basement. That area is almost cleared out. We've got a couple vitalers again. I guess we got to start assigning jobs for these guys because there's just not enough going on. I mean, that's a good thing that we have the idlers because, I mean, hey, we've got people that can do things. We've got things that can be made. Okay, so Rovode, our broker, has created a limestone ring. Let's take a look at it. Oh. A limestone ring. The limestone ring, all craft worship, is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of taper baguette, cut jasper opals. On the item is an image of a giant sloth bear in limestone. That's kind of really cool. So we've got even more valuables now. We've got more treasure to protect. Hopefully that doesn't lead to an invasion quite yet because we are not ready. What is going on with this, guys? Like, come on, why haven't they dug this area out? I mean, damn, it would take very little time. It's just something that I need done, like, now. I really wish this wasn't a thing. That design was so silly. Now that it's frozen, it's just so useless. That bridge does absolutely nothing for us now. Once the water's there, it's great, but I mean, that's assuming nobody just comes in the winter and just walks right across there. Skates across, merrily hops across, who cares? Like, they're right in the door at that point. We don't have enough defense. Maybe we can put some kind of door down. Something on the front gate. I don't know if a regular door will help them, but yeah, I don't think it will anyways. Maybe we can put some kind of gate or a floodgate or something we can switch closed and take care of that. You know, maybe I'll craft an iron door just in case, because maybe it will help, maybe it won't. I don't really know. Furniture, let's go with iron, and let's make a door. We'll put it on the front gate. You know, it's very unlikely that it will help, but we'll find out. And let's have this guy also come in here, make a new weapon out of steel, and make that guy a short sword, because it's irritating me that we have a swords dwarf that's sitting there dicking around with a spear. It's just such a waste of time. It seems completely ridiculous to me. Almost all the stone is out of the basement area, which is a really good step. I'm just going to quickly assign these into bedrooms. Okay, so we've taken bed workshop off, and we're just going to start producing bins for storage. And I'm going to make a new food stockpile down in the basement, and we're just going to dump as much food as we possibly can. Hopefully we'll start moving all the food downstairs, but for now we'll just have that one little stockpile. I think we're going to have food probably maybe backed up a little bit in some of these areas. Yeah, we do. And can we actually, I don't know if this is a good idea. This might be a really bad idea, but I'm going to remove one of these stockpiles, and maybe they'll bring it downstairs, because right now, yeah, that might be a really bad idea, because there might not be enough room downstairs for it, but I guess we're going to find out real quick. These guys are just bringing down seeds and everything down here. It looks like seeds, longland grass seeds. That's something we could plant if we had a nice outdoor farm, but we don't really have that set up quite yet. Hey, how did that tunneling job go? Oh, it did go. That's ice. That's not an ice wall. That's just ice. So let's see what happens when we dig that part out. Maybe it freezes, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we can build something in there to block that off, because that would be really nice to get that fixed and sorted out. So they're not going to dig that out right now. I guess the miners are all busy. How did that sword go? Hey, a steel short sword. An exceptional quality steel short sword at that. So yeah, let's go and take a look at our swords, Dwarf. Let's equip him again. I'm sorry I gave you something that you didn't need. So this guy's got a good steel spear right now. Let's give him a specific weapon, and that we make sure that this guy gets equipped with a sword, because that's what he's good with. Why waste time taking him into something else? And hey, we've got a sword ready for him, and we've got he's got some skill in it. We've already got quite a few spear dwarfs, so our luck is there already as far as hoping to randomly pierce the vital organ of something like a dragon or something big that comes to kill us, which it will. Or that we discover far underground eventually as well once we start mining a little bit more. But the Swords Dwarf will be definitely a useful add-on to that military, I think. So we've got, wow, a lot of food coming in there actually. A lot of food, a lot more than I'd expected. Here's our kitchen. We're going to make a couple more kitchens down here. Over time, maybe a couple more stills as well, because we are going to need those. Definitely going to need more stills, so I'm going to put stills on the opposite end of this little workshop area, and those can be created over time as well, so that we can keep alcohol production going, so we don't end up running out of drink midwinter at some point. How are we doing? How's this guy doing on his bins? He's actually still working on those. Put them on 2 barrels now and keep that going. So we've got 3 artifacts. We made another artifact today. We got a little bit of weapons produced and some storage areas kind of cleared out. Still fleshing out the base that we already have. I guess we got a couple new bedrooms made up as well. So we're making progress. Maybe not, crazy exciting progress. We haven't really had any big things happen in quite a while. We haven't had any attacks or sieges or anything too insane since the were-camel attack. And ever since then, it's kind of been pretty quiet. I mean, at some point we're going to want quiet, but right now it'd be nice to start seeing, a couple things happen. Okay, so as I say, nothing's really going on. We found a frozen dead miner, so I guess he died trying to dig out that tunnel that I'd wanted for us to be made. So he died and froze to death and died, so that was kind of all my fault. Shit. Do we have anybody left to take his place? Do we have anybody good at mining left? Ooh, we got 2 miners, and a good one and an okay one. Who's not working that should be? You're gonna replace this guy. You're gonna get rid of your plant gathering and your farming and your animal care and your everything. You're just gonna be a miner from now on. That's all I want out of you. That's your whole job. From now on, Kib, you are a miner. Who cares what your previous life was? This is definitely a communist regime of some sort. Is that blood? Did he get... No, he didn't get blood from freezing to death. That would have been weird. Just boar blood. Just regular old boar blood, which seems to frequent this place. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call it here for this episode. Thank you so much for staying tuned for another one. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave some kind of feedback for me. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Anything that I should be trying or doing. Definitely let me know. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.